What separates the Laker organization from any other organization is when you look at the numbers that are retired, they're not just Laker greats. They're all-time greats, period.
The Los Angeles Lakers are the greatest winning team in the history of basketball.
If you date back to Jerry West and Will Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, and then you have Magic, and you have Kareem, and you have Worthy, and all the championships that they've won. The city of Los Angeles is used to winning basketball, and the pride that comes along with that is instilled in us.
And the most valuable player is Magic Johnson. He starts at center, plays forward and guard.
I remember as a little kid, watching the Lakers. I was in 8th grade when Shaq and Kobe started their run. I would come home from practice and watch the games every night.
Kobe on the move, lobs for O'Neal for the dunk.
So I grew up a huge Laker fan. For me to just be wearing this uniform and competing for a world championship is extremely special to me.
Growing up in a basketball family, and every year it was Celtics, Lakers, and when I sat around on draft day with my family to hear the LA Lakers select Luke Walton, it was just like, it was unbelievable.
I've been in the league 6.5 years, and I struggled and I faced a lot of defeat. And being in a winning team in a franchise like the Lakers, it's a big honor just to be able to jump on the floor, wear the jersey, and fight for the win.
I think what always makes you special is that you have to struggle early, and you have to go through things together. You have to cry together. You have to share some tears together. And now we're seeing, the good that has come from that.
The team that loses in the finals hardly ever gets back. We knew it was going to be a tough mountain to climb. When we huddle up and we break the huddle, 1, 2, 3 ring. Enough said. All the adversity, all the struggles that we went through, we had a chance where we could pack it in. Instead, we decided to pull together and come out of this thing even stronger than we were. It was just a brotherhood. That's all it is. It's a brotherhood.
It is a purple and gold coronation for the 15th time in their glorious history. The Los Angeles Lakers are world champions of basketball.
The Celtics are dominating the Lakers in every way there is to dominate.
Celtics embarrassing the Lakers. Boston Celtics utter destruction of the Lakers here in Game 6.
Just upset more than anything. Frustrated. Second place just means you're the first loser.
When we entered training camp this year, we were still very disappointed and almost angry from the way our season ended, last year. And you could feel it in the room. The bad taste was still there.
Started training camp, I told the players and the team that it's very difficult to return because of the pain of the loss.
I think we all were on the same page of trying to have another opportunity to kind of redeem ourselves and finish something that we couldn't finish the year before.
We're at Staples Center here in downtown Los Angeles, opening night to the NBA season.
Last year was a long haul, and tonight marks the celebration of a new one, so it's fun. It's the beginning of a marathon.
The Lakers entered the 2009 season with renewed focus and determination, eager to put the bitter ending in the finals behind them.
Kobe hesitation, move down the lane, up to his right hand, scoops it down, and he is fouled. Kobe not to be denied.
And with young center Andrew Bynum back from last year's knee injury, their hopes were sky high.
Farmar down the paint, lobbing for Bynum, who flushes it in.
And they expect that this might be a breakout year for him.
It was the first time we played these two big guys, Powell and Andrew, together. And it was a big look. I think it was pretty effective to start our season.
Gasol, Bynum on the finish, and a foul. And the Lakers scoring off their defense.
And it was their dedication to defense that helped fuel a red-hot start as the Lakers began the season.
Confident player. What a pass to Ariza.
And the defending Western Conference champion Los Angeles Lakers have started off hot.
Another steal. Fisher to Bryant. Bryant the finish. Lakers rolling. Rejected by Gasol. Total domination by the Los Angeles Lakers. Vujacic for three.
Our defensive intensity and aggression was extremely high. You know, we were playing at a really high level. I mean, it was just the mindset and the focus from day one of training camp just carried over to the regular season, and it started us off on the right foot.
And how's that for a capsule of Laker aggressiveness?
It was just the whole thing was exciting. The chemistry was good, and I just remember really guys being hungry. We were hungry to prove ourselves, to become a better team.
The first chance to measure their progress came in a finals rematch on Christmas Day against their nemesis, the Celtics.
This rivalry has become alive once again with last year's finals. It's always been the most storied rivalry in the history of the NBA.
Gentlemen, Merry Christmas to you, Kobe. Trish, Merry Christmas to you.
The Boston Celtics off to the best start in NBA history. 27-2 with an incredible 19-game winning streak. Loose ball, Kobe Bryant throws it down the other end. Ariza in a foot race, saves it. Michael Williams, count it, and a foul. Oh, what a hustle play from Trevor Ariza.
Guys were just hungry, you know, they were ready for that game. But, you know, the Celtics were on an amazing streak. And we just looking forward to breaking that streak and just making a statement, you know, throughout the league.
That is a Kobe highlight.
They can't stop that, yo! They can't stop it. They can't stop it.
Pierce to House. Ray Allen. Blocked by the side. Ball tipped. Here comes Ariza. Wide open. Ariza throws it down. And time for celebration for the Laker fans. The winning streak for Boston ends at 19. Big victory for the Lakers.
You know, it's special, obviously, because there's so much hype around it playing Christmas Day. And, you know, everybody talking about us being soft and so forth. So I think we've gotten better and, you know, better defensive system. And I think we're just a better ball club.
The Lakers' next big test came in another much-anticipated matchup against the East-leading Cleveland Cavaliers and the sensational LeBron James.
It's all about Kobe and LeBron, the Lakers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's one in the East against one in the West.
I think it's really the competition between LeBron James and Kobe Bryant as to who the best player in the league is right now. In this case, when you've got somebody that people are saying is better than you, is comparable to you, you want to show everyone, and including him, who the best player really is.
In his showdown with LeBron, Kobe would remind the basketball world that he had no intention of relinquishing his throne to the young King James.
Shot clock to 2. Here's Bryant. Yes! Kobe heating up. The Lakers have opened up a 13-point lead.
With Bryant orchestrating the triangle offense to perfection, the Lakers rolled to another impressive win. And by now it seemed there was nothing that could stop them. But disaster and deja vu would strike when Andrew Bynum went down in January against the Grizzlies, just as he had 1 year ago.
Bynum is hurt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Andrew Bynum, you can hear him screaming in pain. And Kobe Bryant landed right into his knee. Oh, you hate to see this happen.
This is a serious moment here as all the Lakers are out with the concern that you would expect to be on their face.
Bynum, the player considered the missing ingredient last season, was gone with a knee injury, leaving some to wonder if LA's chances had gone with him.
After we lost Drew, it was devastating, and these are things that we question in our mental toughness.
The timing of the injury couldn't have been worse, with the Lakers on a grueling 6-game road trip, and they would have to face their adversity under the brightest spotlight of all, at New York's Madison Square Garden.
You know what we gotta do. Make it happen.
Time is it? Game time.
And on this Broadway stage, Kobe delivered a performance unlike any the Garden had ever seen.
Guarded by Lee, top of the arc. Angles left wing. Pull-up three. Buries it.
Well, Kobe's got his jump shot eye working early. That's a bad sign for the Knicks. Sets himself, puts it up, puts it in. Kobe Bryant putting on a show here.
They don't have an answer for Kobe Bryant, who has 27 points.
Bryant inside for the slam. Kobe Bryant electrifying the guard here in the first half.
When he started lighting it up early in the game, the crowd really started getting into it. We knew that night was going to be pretty special.
He'll come back to earth. But, again, guys, stay up attention. We'll switch hard.
I don't know if you can count on him coming back down to earth because he is well above earth right now. And spins, puts it up, puts it in. And one of the greatest individual performances ever here at Madison Square Garden.
That building just seems to bring out the best, you know, in terms of individual performances and just great moments in sports history. And it was incredible.
61. A new Garden record, Kobe Bryant, 61 points, most points ever scored here at Madison Square Garden.
See, that's your fault. No. Reggie Miller, your fault. No. MJ 55, your fault. 61, your fault.
The Lakers rode their momentum to Boston, the place where their season had come crashing down a year ago. It provided a chance to exercise some of their demons from the 2008 finals.
For three. Big shot on the road.
That was one trip that we had circled on our calendar because we wanted to see how we measured up and how much better we become from the last time we were there.
Yes! Another three for Kobe Bryant, who's come on here in the fourth quarter. Ray Allen will put it in play. Bothered by Fisher. Davis gets it back. Here is Allen, blocked by Gasol, and the Lakers come up with a huge victory here in Boston.
The Lakers would cap off their trip in Cleveland, where LeBron and the Cavaliers had been invincible all season long.
Bryant calling for the ball. James on him. Bryant falling away, puts it up, puts it in. What a tough shot from Kobe Bryant. The Lakers will snap the Cavaliers' 23-game home winning streak and hand them their first home loss of the season. But they finish this road trip at 6-0, and the Lakers will improve to 41-9. The best record in the NBA is still theirs.
You know, it seemed like our guys really got together on that trip, and I think that really kind of springboarded us, you know, for the rest of the season.
The Lakers had overcome every hurdle in front of them, and when Andrew Bynum returned in April, they had all their pieces in place. Finishing with 65 wins and the top seed in the West, they were poised for their playoff run.
We came together as a team and really showed ourselves, and I think showed the basketball world that we were for real, and that we were back.
Everybody, we the best. Bring on three. 1, 2, 3, break.
It had been 10 months since the Lakers' devastating loss to the Celtics in the finals. All season, they had looked forward to their chance for playoff redemption. And now, their time had arrived.
For the Lakers, it's only one goal, and that's to win a championship. They've been waiting to start the postseason again, and they look like they are primed for a long, long run.
Waiting in the first round was a team unusually tough for an 8 seed, the Utah Jazz. But the Lakers weren't about to let them stand in the way of taking the first step in their mission.
Bryant gets inside. Oh, what a finish from Kobe Bryant! My goodness. Gasol, beautiful spin around Hoosier.
Let's go. Push it. Push it up. Let's go.
Looking every bit like title contenders, the Lakers dispatched the Jazz and steamrolled their way to the conference semifinals.
The Jazz are eliminated here, 4-1. The Lakers with the win. You're the best.
We know that we have to march through the toughest teams in the Western Conference to get to the finals if we're going to do that. So we're prepared to have to play our best ball.
How you guys doing today? You all right? What's up, bro? I'm good.
The Lakers had every reason to feel upbeat as they entered the second round. Many felt they would enjoy a smooth road back to the NBA Finals.
Let's go do it. Let's go, fellas. Get first.
But the fourth-seeded Houston Rockets didn't intend to be just another speed bump in the Lakers' playoff drive.
It's all about us winning, not them losing. It's us winning. Play hard, man. Let's go.
The gritty Rockets were ready to fight for every inch, and the Lakers' championship dreams were disrupted by a wake-up call in Game 1.
Rebound by Gasol, and the rejection by Yao. The quick double on Yao. He just spins around and drops a sledgehammer. That'll seal a Houston Rocket win.
We used to start off the semifinals of the conference and lose the first game, then all of a sudden you're on your heels. And you don't expect to be in your heels with the kind of team that we have.
After losing the home court advantage, the Lakers leader would bring his team back, as only he could.
Scooping, driving, and putting it in! How in the world did he do that?
You're talking about the best players in the world, and you have a guy that's basically out there toying with them.
Kobe on the right side, leaning around a double team and scoring again.
What a big-time play by Bryant.
Bryant has to come outside to get it. Drives, fires a long three. That's good!
Bryant's heroics led the Lakers to victories in Games 2 and 3, restoring order to the series. To make matters worse for the Rockets, their star big man Yao Ming would be lost for the season with an injury. So as the series moved to Game 4, it seemed as if the Lakers would have an easy path to the next round.
All year long, the only thing that's mattered is the guys in this huddle. Every game we've gone out, we've fought. We got to do the same thing today. Let's do this, man. Let's go take this. All right, here we go. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win!
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
But the Rockets showed that they weren't quite ready to fold.
Off of the corner to Shane, another three in the air. Yes! Shane Battier!
I think that everybody kind of took a deep breath when Yao went out, thinking that it was going to be a little bit easier.
Instead, Houston came roaring back to even the series.
Lobs it in. Puts it in at the buzzer.
We weren't finding ways to put a team away, to motivate ourselves, to motivate each other.
After winning a 40-point blowout in Game 5, the Lakers again headed to Houston as they looked to deliver the knockout punch. But again, they let the Rockets off the ropes.
Inside, count it, and a foul.
I'm amazed at how lackadaisical the Lakers have come out. You're talking about trying to win a championship.
Just play on. Don't whine. Don't look disgusted. Just play on.
People would say, what's the deal? What's going on in this series? Why can't the Lakers get a grip?
Hayes to Landry. Landry with the finish.
I am absolutely done this year picking the Lakers. I'm done.
A lot of people jumped off the Laker bandwagon and said that, this team doesn't have what it takes. How could they let this Houston team take them to 7 games?
What an unlikely Game 7 between the Rockets and the Lakers.
Go carry it. Go carry it. 1, 2, 3. You know what you want to do. You know what we want to get accomplished down there.
There's not much to say. We know where we are. We know in what kind of situation we are. If you lose, everything you worked for goes away.
We come too far for this. If we want to achieve our main goal, we gotta turn it around now.
If you want to be a champion team, there's a certain makeup you have to have about being tested and about, seeing how resilient you are.
And in the ultimate test of a Game 7, with their season on the line, the Lakers would answer the challenge.
Farmar. It's inside. Drive to Gasol. Pretty pass.
Blocked by Gasol. Powell the loose ball. Left wing Bryant. Kobe drives the lane. Left-handed dribble and lays it up and in.
You know, it was a good point for us to mature and grow as a team on that Game 7. We were facing elimination, and it really made us grow as a team.
Gasol, offensive board, back uncounted, and a foul. Gasol dominating down low.
It was quite a series, and I think it really helped our guys, you know, like, hey, you know, this isn't going to be just a walkthrough. Teams are coming after you.
Lakers' hopes of an NBA championship still alive as they survive and now advance to the Western Conference Finals.
It's a good experience to face an elimination game, to face the seesaw battle of a playoff series, going up, going down. You know, it's. I think it helps a team come together.
But one more obstacle stood between the Lakers and the finals. After acquiring star point guard Chauncey Billups, the Denver Nuggets had emerged as legitimate contenders. The Nuggets earned the second seed in the West. They had a seasoned coach in George Karl, and they were on a roll in the postseason.
In playoffs, the most important thing is you play hard, and you play together. That's the most important thing.
Let's go, gentlemen, let's go, let's go.
Nothing is given to you in playoff basketball.
Be alert, move, don't stand.
You gotta earn it, you gotta go get it.
And after struggling to get past Houston, the Lakers had their doubters in the conference finals against the surging Nuggets.
That was a challenge for us. I think a lot of people didn't give us a lot of credit going into that series.
You gotta hit first tonight, hit all night. Ring on three, 1, 2, 3, hey!
The Nuggets were looking to their all-star Carmelo Anthony to counter Kobe Bryant. And in Game 1, they battled to a standstill.
Rebound, Anthony in the putback. Carmelo Anthony has 39.
Kobe ducks around Carter, takes flight and stuffs it in. 40 from Kobe Bryant.
Move the ball above yourselves. Trust your execution.
But as the game came down to the wire, it would be two members of Bryant's supporting cast who helped make the difference.
Fisher, three-pointer. It's good! Lakers take the lead.
Denver down 2 with 30 seconds remaining.
Trevor Ariza with the steal. The Lakers had stolen Game 1.
You can play better, Dad. We just had to gut that one out. We're lucky.
Game 2 would follow the same pattern, a close battle into the final minute, with Kobe and Carmelo leading their teams.
Anthony on Bryant. Bryant for 3. Tie game!
But this time, the Nuggets would write a different ending.
Phillips on the drive. Wild pass. Nene goes underneath. Finds Kenyon Martin, who dumps it in. And the Nuggets have tied the series at 1 game apiece.
Gentlemen, you just earned the opportunity to go home and play in front of your crowd. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You guys keep playing hard. Hard on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir.
As the scene shifted to Denver, the Nuggets were hosting their first conference finals game in 24 years. And they were on the verge of going on top in the series, with an 8-point lead after 3 quarters. Kobe Bryant understood full well the importance of the next 12 minutes.
He, first and foremost, as a leader and the attack player on our team, realized that this team is a dangerous team. And if we don't get this one, it could be a short postseason for us.
Bryant, it's good, and a foul. 4-point game.
Kobe Bryant, everybody covers him. Not one guy, everybody covers him.
Bryant for 3, puts it in, and the Lakers regain the lead. Bryant, 41 points.
And just as he had in Game 1, Trevor Ariza would seal the victory with clutch defense.
Picked off by Ariza again, and a foul.
And the Lakers regain. this crowd delirious.
A standing ovation for the Nuggets. They will tie this series up and head to LA 2-2.
The Lakers had reclaimed the home court advantage in Denver. But as the series returned to Los Angeles, it was the Nuggets who had seized the momentum and stolen the spotlight.
People talked about Denver's size and their strength, and they weren't really talking much about us.
And in Game 5, the Laker big men would emphatically prove that they could stand up to the Nuggets.
Gasol got hit and a foul. Lakers trying to pound it inside.
Gasol over the shoulder to Bynum, stumps it and is fouled.
Bryant to Odom. Oh, throws it down.
The Lakers would take a 3-2 lead to set up the same scenario they had faced against the Rockets. Either close out the series on the road in Game 6 or be pushed to the limit once again.
This is it now. This is it. It's for the money. Take them out right here.
We want to win this game. No more. Not tomorrow. We're going to win this game. Go after it.
What's the thing the Lakers need to do to avoid a letdown like they had against Houston?
To match the energy that the Nuggets are sure to bring to this game.
But this time, the Lakers would leave no more room for doubt.
Gasol inside to Odom, flips it up and in. Beautiful passing. Pau Gasol.
This is what we really got to figure out energy up. We're playing desperation basketball. Hey, no mercy, man. No mercy.
There's the drive and the finish. Beautiful execution. Fisher to Gasol. Gasol finishes strong.
It is all over in Denver. The Lakers have punched their ticket to the NBA Finals, and they have done it in dominating fashion.
This is where it becomes the greatest challenge for it.
Let somebody handle your tickets. Let somebody take your phone calls. Tell them leave you alone for another 2 weeks.
Focus now. We got to focus.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
The lead and we just took it to a new level. Come in tomorrow, it's back to work. But right now, have some fun.
Waiting in the conference finals were the Cleveland Cavaliers, who possessed the NBA's best record and the league's MVP, LeBron James.
Gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! As the Cavaliers have pulled it out to tie the series, and what a miraculous shot by James!
Another series and another crushing blow. But as they had done throughout the playoffs, the Magic would bounce back from adversity.
Ito holding, running out high. Courtney Lee, he'll fire a short in the corner. He'll lift, he'll fire. It's up, it's in! Bullseye!
After winning Game 4 in overtime to take a 3-1 series lead, Orlando stood on the brink of shocking the basketball world.
It's our time. It is what we worked for. There is no pressure. What there is here is a tremendous opportunity.
They would seize that opportunity in Game 6 as Howard delivered an epic playoff performance.
Down to Dwight, the money play, twisting, spinning, dunking!
And the Magic completed their improbable ride to the NBA Finals.
We're not done yet. We came out, we did what we were supposed to do, but we still got work to do. I hope everybody start believing in us, because we're going to keep working.
It's game one of the NBA Finals, and Orlando is looking to take down the Lakers here at the Staples Center tonight.
Number one, baby! Go Lakers, baby! Yeah!
Championship ring, boy!
Disneyland!
Disney World!
Go Lakers! Yeah! This is where the journey's gonna end, baby! A real King's Court!
We're going into a hostile environment, but we up for the challenge. We're a good road team, so they got their work cut out for them.
61 years in the league for the Lakers. They've been to the finals 30 times now. Complete opposite side with Orlando, just their second finals appearance.
I don't need to get nervous. It's basketball. It's basketball.
First game is always, the toughest game because both teams will fill each other out. This sets the tone for the rest of the series.
Los Angeles looks poised to hang their 10th NBA championship banner, but only if they can avoid the upset by the Magic, who have already knocked off two of the top 3 teams in the playoffs.
They don't have to give you any respect. The media, the fans, nothing. But the thing they can't take away from you is winning games.
How we feeling? How we feeling? Go for the champions? Let's go. Let's go. Hey, what's up? Let's go. The time is in. Yeah, time. Who? I got my eyes on you. I got my eyes on both. I got my eyes on you too, Kobe. I got my eyes on you now.
Brash and loose, Dwight Howard led his Magic into Game 1, only to be swarmed by Lakers everywhere he turned.
The defense on Howard has been just terrific. That's good, hard basketball play by the Lakers.
While Howard was being shut down, the Lakers' leading man assumed his starring role.
Bryant with the ball outside the arc. Using a Bynum screen, gets to the right, hit shot, good! Boy, well defended, and Kobe rises up and knocks it down.
We were excited to be back in this situation. We've been waiting for this moment all year, and now the time's here. And I wanted to make sure we got off to a good start.
Bryant comes to the top, deflected by Nelson, right back.
The Magic were left to regroup.
Our defensive disposition has got to change, and it's got to change now.
But 7 years without a title had fueled Kobe Bryant's intense hunger to win. And with another chance at hand, he was determined to seize it.
Gab stepping on Petrus, moves to the right, between the legs to the left. Kobe pushes back to the basket, spins in, and shoots, and hits, and he was fouled! It is a clinic from a very focused Kobe Bryant.
They own the Magic since the end of the first quarter.
When he does his expression like that, he's ready to roll, and it's a great feeling.
Right back to Bryant. Courtney Lee will guard him, and the fans come to their feet at Staples. Across the midcourt line, dancing to the left around the screen. Bryant in the lane, goes all the way, right hand layup.
Kobe Bryant, brilliant here in the third quarter, and the Lakers up by 22. He's got the good old-fashioned blowout right now in game 1 of the finals.
It's amazing when he goes off and he's able to do that, and he definitely pushed it in that game. He put us up big numbers, and then we were able to just capitalize on that as a team.
Scoring virtually at will, Kobe had 8.
The first punch in this 09 championship series, and what an uppercut it was.
Kobe Bryant, a brilliant performance, 40 points, highest he's ever had in a finals game, and a long night with Dwight Howard.
It's pretty hard to find a champion who hasn't, at some point in their playoff run, gotten their butts beat by 20 plus. The margin, it's disappointing, but it's still one win for them. They don't get 2 for it.
I just want it so bad. I just want it really bad. So, it's just, you just put everything you have into the game, and then, your emotions kind of flow out of you.
he can be.
When Steve is sitting right there, listen to me. Steve is sitting right there, I want you to go there early. Listen to me. Go there early.
He's grown a lot as an individual, as a teammate, as a leader. I think it all starts with him, and he understands that we need to help him. He needs us to do our part in order for him to be successful, or this team to be successful.
Part of being a superstar is also learning how to delegate and regulate and facilitate, not necessarily just what you can do, but help your teammates on that journey with you.
Programs here. Game 2 programs here. Get your programs. Well, after the 25-point loss in Game 1, the Orlando Magic had a couple of days to think about it and adjust as we arrive at Game 2.
Let's get my mind ready to go. Game 1, it's a disaster, as everybody know, but it's over with. Can't go back in time and get it back. You don't never win a series or lose a series with one game, so that's the way we look at it.
The Lakers had better bring the same intensity that they brought in Game 1, because the Magic is going to be ready.
And we're here again with a situation like we have been throughout the playoffs, having to bounce back from a disappointing game.
Pow. Yo. Ready?
But the Magic were ready to put Game 1 behind them, and they came out firing.
Here's Richard, defended well right side, buried the 3 ball. Sweet Lou shooting it well.
Lewis again open, puts it in. Rashard Lewis, his 4th three-pointer, and he has 18 points in the second period.
You know Lewis is the fire right now. He what, 2 in a row, 3 in a row? Right, got offensive rebound, little Jay corner 3, right? So we got to put out that fire.
And now the Lakers would catch fire with a spark from their defense.
Lewis hands off to Howard, then Ariza knocked it away, has the steal. 4-on-2 Lakers. Fisher shuffles Ariza. Touch pass, Bryant, who hammers it in.
Nice pass inside, but somebody got a piece of it, or Howard couldn't handle it. Bryant goes right at Ray for Austin, kicks it out. Fisher for 3. Bang! Largest lead of the first half for the Lakers.
Here's what I've seen so far. We're playing exactly the way we played in Game 1. When's it gonna change?
What changed in the second half was a surge from Dwight Howard.
Howard, and there it is, his first dunk of these finals. It took him until the 3rd quarter of Game 2. Shot clock down to 6. Gasol against Lewis, left-handed, blocked by Howard.
With Howard making his presence felt, Game 2 became a tense drama as the Magic rallied down the stretch.
Turkoglu sees the shot clock down to 6. Turkoglu looking. Turkoglu pulls up, puts it up, knocks it down. A 2-pointer for Turkoglu.
Orlando had tied it, but they still needed a stop, and it would be no easy task.
They're facing the great closer, Kobe Bryant.
The Lakers with a chance to go for the win, with the game tied at 88.
Bryant, Fisher, Gasol, Ariza working for Los Angeles with Odom who triggers. To Gasol, back to Odom down the left side. 7 seconds left. Tie game, Game 2 of the finals. Here's Kobe at the top, works on Turkoglu to the left.
Turkoglu blocks the shot from behind. As the horn sounds, a defensive gem by Turkoglu.
Hito! Come on, it's winning time.
6/10 of a second remaining.
Turkoglu again will trigger. Odom jumping up high to obscure his view. A lot to the basket for Lee, who caught it, laid it up, no good! And we'll go to overtime. You guys said Lee was open. He popped free. Turkoglu made a great pass, and the rookie out of Western Kentucky almost had the moment of a basketball lifetime. It rims out, and we go to overtime.
We worked 100 games to get to this point.
Let's get it.
Every practice, every drill we've been through to get this opportunity to win a championship.
And in overtime, the Lakers took control behind the tandem of Kobe and Powell.
Bryant looks inside, finds Gasol. Gasol, count it, and a foul.
Game 2 to LA in OT. Streamers fall from the roof of the Staples Center. The Los Angeles Lakers are 2 wins from a 15th NBA title.
we've been doing a really good job of talking and understanding what it's going to take at certain times.
We did that perfectly. Now we're in line the whole time. In line the whole time. So now you don't know what to do. You're not behind me. You're not in front of me. You're right there parallel with me. So now when he came, that was a quick shovel pass to you.
We know that it all starts with us, so we have to set the tone.
It just didn't work out for us, and at the right time it did.
If we can time that up and be right in line with each other on those.
Well, that wasn't our finest moment, but we found a way to win it, guys. That was really a good win. Pull that sucker out.
If you don't walk out with a win, you didn't do the right stuff. But we fought hard. We had chances to win. We didn't get it done. We got to go home and play a great game in Game 3 and get the win.
I'm coming to you live, believe you me. Orlando is where you want to be. This is the championship, 2009. One team will win this bump and grind. I'm Dr. Geek. This is the way I speak. I'll see you later. I got to find my seat.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Game 3 of the 2009 NBA Finals. What an amazing atmosphere, and you can't blame them. What a great season it's been, but they are desperate for a victory right now.
It's our turn right now. They did their part, they care home court. Now it's our turn.
Beat LA is crazy because we're going to make 50 and they're going to win 3-0 today here in Amway Arena. Kobe owns this building right here. That's not right, man. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened.
As the series shifted to Orlando, the Lakers had a 3-0 lead in their sights, and Kobe Bryant was ready to make it a reality.
What we gonna do, Purple? What we gonna do? Let's go. Keep that energy up, energy up. Let's go get him. Play hard. What time is it? Game time.
Kobe Bryant is definitely
Stay with our game, keep our energy up, stay disciplined. All right, let's go.
As sizzling as Kobe had been, the Magic were about to get even hotter, shooting their way back into the series.
Gasol against Lee here on a mismatch. Lee fires from 18, it's good.
Bryant, tough shot won't go. Howard the rebound. After the slow start shooting, the Magic really shooting the ball well. Petrus is in. Off to Turkoglu. The floater. That's good. Magic are hot now.
Turkoglu goes right side for an Austin 3.
Good.
Now what a performance from the Magic. 75% shooting again, an NBA Finals record for a half. The only reason the lead wasn't much bigger is 21 from Kobe Bryant, who was absolutely sensational.
Yeah, we will keep our heads and play together. We'll win this game. We're fine. We will win the game.
In the third quarter, the Magic maintained their lead as they looked for the first finals win in franchise history.
Right hand dunk by Lee. He went right at Derek Fisher and said, "Thank you for putting me in your poster."
You gotta go harder than what they're doing right now. You understand? They're playing desperate.
The Lakers started to close the gap, and it was the Magic's turn to respond.
Come on! That's not enough fight right there. Are you willing to throw your body in there and get it or not? If you're not winning. And if you will win.
The coach had made his statement, and now the Magic made theirs, with defensive pressure that stopped the Lakers cold.
You got to give credit to the Magic defense. All of a sudden, the Lakers offense, they look uncomfortable.
Shot clock at 6. Alston double, back to Lewis. That's a two-pointer. Puts it in. Rashard Lewis nails it. Clutch shot from Rashard Lewis.
Big play right there.
Now there was little doubt as to where the Lakers would turn.
Kobe going to bring it front court. 35 seconds left. They trail by 2. Kobe Bryant left, right, lost it.
Stolen by Petrus, but Gasol gets it back. Lost it again. And Petrus is fouled.
What a play.
What a great play by Petrus.
And for the first time ever, the Orlando Magic have won an NBA Finals game, and our series is on.
Game 4, Orlando is going to be rocking. We're going to be pumping, dunking, jumping, blocking, everything. We're trying to take this home, baby. Hey, if you don't believe, you better start believing, because we coming.
This is a tough team. It's not a cupcake team. It's a tough loss for us. And, you know, we feel like we can play much, much better. So tomorrow, just make your adjustments and get ready to go.
Phil Jackson had won 9 NBA championships as a head coach, and now was in search of a 10th that would set the all-time record. And with his team locked in a tough finals battle against the Magic, Phil had his Lakers hard at work.
The eye of the ball carrier is going to be on what Howard does, because then they're going to see who collapses, and then they'll know where the spacing is almost blind.
His philosophy and just the way he approaches the game is so much more than just X and O's and playing hard and that type of thing.
Come on, run the court right. Run the court right. You guys are running the court all funky.
He treats every person different depending on how he feels is the best way to motivate them.
I think we have to load up. Oh, now listen to me, all right? He's bringing the ball down.
He kind of just teaches you an entire mindset of, you know, staying at a constant level and not getting too high and not getting too low.
That's a Lamar Odom type pass there.
Good pass, boy.
I love Phil. I mean, I love him as a coach, but I also love him as a guy, as a person. He's very unique.
Well, you know, this is the one where you go and then right to the basket.
I think it's intellectually stimulating, the way he talks to you, the way he tries to approach you, the way he jokes around.
Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant had won 3 championships together earlier in the decade. Back then, their relationship had often been stormy. Now, years later, they had forged a growing bond.
The two of them going through what they did early on in their career, bumping heads a lot of times, now they both appreciate each other even more.
We have to...
It would be a classic example of one is a teacher, one is a student. And a student goes to class to gain knowledge and to learn from the teacher. However, the teacher learns just as much from the student.
Some people may not understand his methods, but if you've played for him, you understand him completely and you know what he's about. I mean, he's just absolutely brilliant.
Look ahead.
Bringing
Look ahead.
a group together to accomplish one common goal.
Look ahead. Look ahead.
More than ever, Jackson had his Lakers believing in themselves and in each other.
Phil is a rare individual, you know, in terms of being a coach that doesn't try to tell you exactly how to do everything. He really gives you the space to step into what you want your individual destiny, legacy to be.
Right. Yeah, but Powell isn't out here. And the other thing is it's...
I think it empowers you in a way that goes beyond words, which I think is why his teams have always been able to, when called upon, you know, go to a level that other teams can't go to. And that's the coolest thing that I've ever experienced as a player.
Here you go, 1, 2, 3.
Game 4, baby, yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. You go down 3-1 to the Los Angeles Lakers, you are pretty much cooked.
They won that game the other night. We're going to take this other game tonight. You about done, Kobe. Stick a fork in you about done, baby.
Do the Lakers have the adjustments to turn things around tonight in Game 4? It's hard to see Orlando winning 2 games in Los Angeles. Thus, tonight, a must-win for the Magic.
Everything physically and mentally into this game. Everything. Okay? Everything you've got, every possession. Everything you got. Let's go.
Yeah. Go ahead and smile, Kobe.
But for Kobe Bryant, Game 4 brought the same stoic game face he had worn throughout the series. He was focused solely on the task at hand.
In the road purple, Lakers work to our left with Kobe. 20 feet away, guarded by Petrus, rises up to shoot and hits.
And here we go again.
Jab stepping, driving right to the basket. Off balance, bank is in and one.
But while Kobe's scoring had set the tone for the Lakers, Orlando's superstar put his stamp on the game with defense, and the long arm of Dwight Howard would lift his entire team.
Blocked by Howard, his first rejection of the game.
He is blocking and intimidating.
This is how you compete on the defensive end. Give up nothing.
Blocked by Howard, his third block of the night, and it goes to Rafer Alston. Howard's having a great game. Alston drives at Fisher to the right, baseline.
Oh! What a shot!
A familiar theme was playing out for the Lakers. An opponent in trouble had come back to life, and it seemed they were only getting stronger.
This is the largest lead of the finals for Orlando.
Lakers are in trouble, aren't they? I think so.
The whole mood of the locker room was just relax, play, take a deep breath. You know, we're not out this game. Everybody was just like, be aggressive. And so that's what I did.
Trevor Ariza had emerged as a playoff hero, and he ignited a Laker comeback.
And taken away by Trevor. Works past Jurgen to the basket with a right-hand dunk.
Great play. Trevor Ariza, many big plays in this one. The guy wants it more than everybody in a white jersey.
Ariza on the wing, now recognizes, fires a three and buries it. With one to shoot, he has tied the game at 82.
But the resilient Magic regained the lead, and they would try to hang on in the final minutes.
Blocked by Howard. That's an NBA Finals record. 9 blocks in the game.
Under 2 minutes remaining. Can they finish it off and tie the series? Pino Turkoglu does it again. The Magic up by 5. This crowd in a frenzy right now.
Lakers with a final gasp. Bryant across midcourt, down 5. Spins in the lane. Beautiful pass to Soul. Right-hand dunk, 87-84. One possession game.
We're at home to tie up the NBA Finals. That's the opportunity we have right now. Now let's go get it.
Pino with the ball, 14 seconds left. Dumps into Howard. He catches underneath, wants to go up. We've got a foul called.
11 1/10 of a second remaining. The Magic 87, the Lakers 84.
What a roller coaster ride. Game 4 here at Amway Arena. Can he make it a 2-possession game?
If Dwight Howard could make just one of his 2 free throws, the game would be out of reach, and the series would be all even.
No good. Hits the front rim twice.
Misses both. Timeout, LA, with 10.4 remaining.
LA will have a final opportunity here.
Though the door was still open, the Lakers would need some last-second heroics, and all eyes were on Kobe Bryant.
Magic 87, Lakers 84. You know number 24 is getting the ball in this situation.
Trevor unguarded, throws into Kobe. Jump pass up the side to Ariza, across the floor to Fisher.
With 7 seconds left, Fisher launches a 3. It's good! Playing his 30th game in the finals, Derek Fisher buries a triple, and we're all square at 87.
He's got a lot of heart. And I think one of the things that the guys take from him is his ability to make big shots and not to be afraid to take big shots.
Derek Fisher ties it with 4.6 remaining.
D-Fish is the ultimate pro. He stays confident, he stays calm, he knocks down big shots. He's done it his whole career. I saw him kind of square up Nelson and get ready to step into that 3. And I was like, oh, this is gonna go in. It was nothing but net.
Fisher, another clutch three-pointer. He's hit so many in his playoff career.
And these fans looking on in stunned disbelief.
And for the first time in 25 years, we'll have 2 overtime games in the same final series.
Being down 12 at the half and we battle back to take that kind of shot and make that kind of shot. That's what you dream about. That's what you always want to be. You always want to be the guy that comes through.
Get rid of the frustration. Take a deep breath. We got to play harder. Come on.
Make the play. You got the plays. You got the shots. You got the game. Make the play.
Having earned a second chance, the Lakers weren't about to let it slip away. As overtime began, everyone knew the ball would be in the hands of Kobe. But that didn't make it any easier for the Magic to stop him.
Bryant's got 30. Kobe Bryant pulls up. It's good again. Back-to-back jumpers. And the Lakers regain the lead.
Hey, baby. Hey, Howard. Hey, finish the game. Yes, let's get another stop. Yes, finish the game.
But when it came to providing the finishing touch, Bryant would defer to the teammate who had gotten him there.
Bryant up top to Fisher. Straight on three. Puts it in.
Derek Fisher taking Orlando's heart yet again.
And they are silenced in Orlando. The Orlando Magic blow a 5-point lead in the final minute 36 of regulation. Derek Fisher hits a huge three, and the Lakers outscore the Magic by 8 in overtime. They are 1 win from their 15th NBA championship.
In the locker room, I was kind of teasing him a little bit because, you know, he was 0 for 5 on 3-pointers until he made those last 2. But that's Derek, though. You know, he just has supreme confidence.
Fish is the consummate professional. He's our leader. He's what really keeps us going. You know, whenever we need to hear some inspiration or just put us right back in our place mentally, he's always the one to voice it vocally.
One thing. Real quick. In 2000, we won the championship against Indiana. And in game 5, we assumed that Indiana was gonna lay down. And we went in there and got kicked royally by 30 points. That's true. So Sunday, when we show up here, the same determination, fight, grit, belief, confidence, we gotta show up with that again on Sunday. They're not gonna quit. You don't get this far and quit. So let's enjoy this. But hey, Sunday, man.
One more.
Game 5 at Amway Arena, just about everybody in the world is counting out the Orlando Magic now after that debacle.
Ready to get a win. You know, get that bad taste out of my mouth after losses. The only thing that can cure that is winning a basketball game. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be a dogfight.
And in the other corner was the game's greatest closer, on a mission dating back to the 2004 finals.
Kobe has pointed towards this moment since the loss in Detroit, knowing that we failed to win a championship.
Let's go, man. It's dance time. It's dance time.
This guy has been so hungry. He thinks of himself as a guy who's always contending for a championship. So I think this is more about, I am not leaving another finals empty-handed.
If there's one person that I could choose that I'm gonna go play a basketball game with everything on the line, I'm gonna choose Kobe.
Kobe Bryant attempting his 4th NBA ring, and head coach.
Long way to go. He said, maintain your energy.
And the Lakers would prove again that they were more than a one-man show.
Odom left corner 3. Got that one too.
When Lamar Odom is this good, there's no beating the Lakers.
The Lakers led by 18 in the second half, but their leader refused to let up.
No easy points. Make them earn everything.
Petrus posting Bryant right in the basket, muscles up. Kobe blocks the shot.
They're just strangling him right now. Everything is frustration.
Odom to Gasol, back to Odom, up and under and banks it in. What a run for the Lakers, and this crowd is stunned, as are the Magic.
But there was nothing they could do to slow down Kobe Bryant, who was putting his greatness on full display.
It's hard to explain because he's so good. I've never seen anyone a more complete basketball player in person.
Kobe Bryant and the Lakers right now can smell blood. They are in control.
Go, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
trophy returns to its West Coast home.
Basketball immortality for the 09 Los Angeles Lakers. It is a purple and gold coronation in the Magic Kingdom tonight. For the 15th time in their glorious history, the Los Angeles Lakers are world champions of basketball.
And the celebration begins for the LA Lakers and Kobe Bryant. They go crazy as they should. And the Magic fall in the finale, 4-1 to the NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers.
Such a long journey, so many ups and downs, and so many sacrifices for my family and me working hard.
The MVP of the 2009 NBA Finals, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, who holds it high over his head. His first Finals MVP, really the only thing on his resume that was not present.
We're gonna bring it in one time. Come on, Phil, Mr. 10. Come on, Mr. 10. We done. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we done. Nah, you got.
It was really about those guys winning it, you know, and more than about a 10th. You know, the 10th is strung out over 17, 16 years, you know. This is particularly special because I didn't have to do any work. My staff did all the work and the players did the playing.
Injuries and everything, baby. That's what we go through, man. Let's go.
I grew up a huge Laker fan. I can't even really put it all into words how really special it feels to actually be a part of it.
Ain't no words to this, really. You can't. Man, I don't even know. I can't even describe it.
So hard to get here. Such a long journey. So much work we put in throughout the year, and only one comes out victorious. And to be the one, it feels amazing.
To be the first Spaniard to win the NBA championship, it makes it very special.
Got it. Where's the queen? Yeah, you can hear queen right now, baby. Taking you home.
You know what I mean? When you see adult men that normally, you know, everybody's trying to act tough and we out there playing hard. This is what it's all about. You know, it's the relationships, it's your guys, it's the team. And there's nothing else like it.
Well worth it. 2 championship tries, a couple tough losses, a rebuilding of the program. All worth it right now.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
It feels unbelievable. Here we are. NBA Finals, champions.
Wow. There's no words for this, though, man. This is an unbelievable experience. It's something that I'm going to cherish for a lifetime.
Last one standing.
No, he doesn't.
The best part of it is no more practices.
Yes, sir.
I'm one of those people that knew what I wanted to do when I was 9 years old. You know, that I saw it. I saw myself winning the NBA championship. I mean, it's incredible.
It's rare in a career that you get to the top of the mountain and then you gotta start over again. And then you get back up to the top of the mountain again. You just don't see that too often. And I feel very fortunate and very blessed to be in this situation. And just proud.
Hey, champions on 3. 1, 2, 3, champions! sir!